Welcome to your Sun and Aquarius transit forecast for all 12 signs. My name is Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional Western and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's transit forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. If you are new here, welcome. You can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for supporting me and helping me out on this journey. So on January 19th, this energy is a shift into our thoughts, our ideas, and innovation. Aquarius season, it really begins with this bang, this vibrant shift of energy with this innovative, forward-thinking sign. This is going to be a time that you're going to want to focus on the future, embrace your hopes, your dreams, explore more ways that can really push you outside of your comfort zone. Aquarius is ruled by the planet of Uranus and traditionally by Saturn. So it has like a ruler and a co-ruler. And so Saturn and Uranus, they're both representing that there's innovation, that there's community, that there's progress to be made. With the sun illuminating in this sign, the energy now encourages the breaking free and the liberation from traditional boundaries and embracing the unconventional. It's about advocating for what feels authentic and real, and it's being aligned with your true self. Remember that the sun, it represents our core identity, our vitality, our purpose. And when it moves through the sign of Aquarius, these themes are now going to be intermingled and intertwined with Aquarian qualities. It's about intellectual curiosity, humanitarianism, this desire for freedom and independence. And so you might feel inspired to connect with groups or causes that align with your values, or to innovate or experiment in areas of your life that just feel dull or feel stagnant. And you might feel that you want to adopt a more detached and logical approach to situations as they come up. Now, this transit can feel like it's a period of liberation and inspiration, especially if you've been craving a change. This is a challenge for you to think differently, for you to embrace this new perspective. Some of you may experience like a heightened clarity with the role that you are carrying within the community or society at large. Like, I now know where I'm supposed to be going, or I now know what I'm supposed to be doing. This energy is more of being detached emotionally, so it's easier to like pull back and see the situation from a broader perspective. As Aquarius season begins, take a moment to reflect on your hopes, your dreams. What does the next version of your life look like? Use this time to embrace your uniqueness and let your authentic self shine. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of achieving and when it's about daring to dream big. Now, there's several things that are going to be going on at the same time. When the sun moves into the sign of Aquarius, it's going to come into a conjunction with Pluto. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, and rebirth. So it's literally saying this area of your life needs to transform. It needs a complete overhaul about being real, authentic, and to transform who you were into what you're supposed to be doing, who you're supposed to be. We also have Mercury in Capricorn, and it is in a harmonious aspect to Venus and Saturn, both in the sign of Pisces. Now, this is a powerful conjunction. Whenever you have two planets merging their energy, like the sun with Pluto and with Saturn and Venus, it's taking the energy and making it stronger. And it being in a harmonious aspect, it's blending intellect with harmony. It's creating this unique opportunity for productive and pleasant ways to communicate with other people. There's this sextile that enhances the dynamics by grounding in creativity within your relationships, with practical wisdom, and having intuitive insight. Remember that Mercury, it governs our mind, our communication, our decision making, and Capricorn Capricorn brings a sense of responsibility and commitment with all matters of the heart, focusing on meaningful and endearing connections. Capricorn represents the mountain, and how can I achieve what I want? I need to have goals. I need to have something that represents the short, middle, and long-term goals. And so Saturn representing all forms of discipline and responsibility and mastery, that in the sign of Pisces, the energy encourages us to have this balance between these practical boundaries and our spiritual exploration. Now, this conjunction with Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, it's going to foster this natural flow within your conversations, making it easy for you to express yourself with charm, with clarity. This alignment is really going to support resolving conflicts and building the bridges between relationships. The sextile, it's adding this layer of discipline, enabling you to really channel your imaginative ideas into a structured plan and into these creative projects in order to have a tangible result that can come from this. Relationships, both within personal and professional, they can benefit from this transit because it's the people that you align with in order to move towards your values and your goals. Seek out mentors or trusted individuals, people that you are networking with or want to work with, who can provide you with grounded guidance. Saturn's influence, it really ensures that the advice that you will receive during this time period, it'll be practical and rooted within this wisdom. All of this energy is this combination that's really inviting you to think about, how do you communicate? Who do you want to be? How do you connect with others? Are you expressing your thoughts clearly? Are you being authentic to yourself? Use this transit to really strengthen these meaningful relationships or connections that you have with others, and the way that you approach creative projects, both with heart and with passion and with strategy. This is an excellent time for you to seek out advice from someone whose wisdom you trust and that you believe. They might just have this insight that you need. There's this interplay within these transits that's really inviting a unique blend of visionary thinking with the sun in Aquarius. And being conjunct Pluto, I need to transform the way that I've been thinking, the way that I've been doing things, and I need to transform the old with more practical planning. I need to be able to use that Mercury and Venus and Saturn conjunction with harmonious creativity, and together it can provide you with the tools to strategically plan for your future, both using logic and imagination, like to think outside the box in order to solve the problems, to foster meaningful relationships with people that you want to collaborate with, and for you to embrace these opportunities for growth that align with your higher purpose that you might not have thought of before. Because remember, this is unique, and think outside the box. This period is really going to be a wonderful balance between thinking big and staying grounded. So take advantage of this energy in order for you to make these great strides towards your dreams. Let your aspirations truly guide you, and trust that the universe is supporting you with your journey towards a bright future. So offerings this month: join my Patreon community for exclusive astrology content. This, as a member, you will gain access to early ad-free videos, early forecasts, monthly live Zoom sessions. This is a perfect space if you're ready to dive deeper into the celestial currents that guide your life. Go to the link below in the description and explore all the different membership tiers and the benefits. Also, I have a special for Capricorns. Celebrate your birthday with a personal personalized solar return consultation at a special rate. Use Capricorn 10 at checkout to enjoy this limited time discount. Schedule your appointment today and discover what does the universe have in store for you for your year ahead. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reserve your spot and get in the queue because spaces fill up fast. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you, helping you to navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. So for Aries, the sun is moving into your 11th house and it's going to conjunct with Pluto right away. The 11th house represents the house of friendship, community, aspirations, goals, network. I absolutely love this because it's your connection to social networks. It's your connection to your long-term dreams. It's your collective goals. Now, the harmonious aspect comes between Mercury that's sitting in your career sector. The 10th house is the top of your chart. This represents your career, your life path, your public life. It's your reputation, your personal ambition, and Mercury being the way that you are going to communicate, who you're talking with, mentors, guides, or people of authority. The harmonious aspect is between Saturn and Venus, which is in your 12th house. The 12th house is the house where we connect to the spirit or to divine, our higher power. It's the house of isolation. It's where we go to meditate. It's where we go to go in to connect to other like dimensions or dreams or intuition or our guides. And so this alignment is with you and embracing the collaboration with like-minded individuals who inspire your growth and the transformation that can come within your dreams and your goals and the people that you are aligned with. Remember that Pluto is going to transform this area of your life. You had these goals and Pluto comes in and says, really, is that really what you want to do? Or is that an old goal? Is that an old dream? And Pluto is going to say, I want you to think outside the box. This is exotic. There's these new friendships that can form. These existing ones, they can deepen. This is about providing support and inspiration with your goals. And the Mercury and the Saturn-Venus harmonious aspect here from your 10th house, this adds this professional touch to this transit. This is going to be a time when your communication skills, your charm, they're going to pave the way for career advancements. Tuning into what does your gut say, releasing yourself from any karmic debts or from like I always said that the 12th house is also the broken record. It's the negative things that we say to ourselves, or it's what other people have said to us, and that we now need to stop that, break that, transform that. This is going to be a time when your communication skills can now change, evolve, grow. This is about you doing the energy work, that's behind the scenes in order to connect. This is about strategically saying, how do I refine my public image? How do I solidify what my ambitions are? Mentors, authority figures, guides, people that offer you great advice, they're going to be available to you in order to help you align with your aspirations. I'm saying, please don't be afraid to think innovatively and with people that you network with that cross your path in order for you to both reach the forms of success that you're looking for. The 11th house is not just like the people that you network with for fun and joy and pleasure, but it's also for your like people that you work with for your job, like workmates. And this is also like your star family. This transit is really pushing you to find this balance between thinking big, the way things were, and the way that you now need to transform and change and grow, all while being staying grounded, having a plan, moving towards that plan with a new goal in mind. Taking advantage of this is about moving towards your dreams, moving towards your goals. Let your aspirations truly guide you and trust that the universe supports you with your journey moving forward. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For a private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. And don't forget to subscribe. So for Taurus, this transit is occurring at the top of your chart. We have the sun being you, merging with Pluto, saying it's time to transform. Something that has to do with your career, your job, your reputation, your legacy. This could be leaving a job, deepening with a job, like shifting into something. Pluto wants you to transform. I want you to think outside the box. These unique, amazing ideas. And this is also about networking. You do have Mercury in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus here. Venus being your chart ruler, it's always important to follow where is she going, what is she doing. And so this having the sun in Aquarius illuminating the top of your chart with career, ambition, you are called to now step into your leadership potential. The 10th house not only represents your reputation and your legacy, but it's your long-term achievements. It's what you want to leave behind. And so this is going to be a time that you're going to want to focus on defining what are your professional goals, crafting this clear vision for your future. There can be challenges within your career that can be opportunities that are going to showcase your resourcefulness and your innovation. Because it's Aquarius, it's like shocking surprise, something's happening, and then you stepping up to the plate. Like something being there one moment and then it's completely gone the next. But what comes from it is a positive. And so others can now take note of your unique contributions. And so this will be an opportunity for you to also take pride in your accomplishments. Now, having Mercury in your 9th house, this is the house of learning, publishing, legal matters, taking a class, workshop, passports, visas. It's your connection to religion, spirituality, but it's to people far and wide. And it's in a harmonious aspect with your dreams, your goals, your networks. And so these two areas of your life are working together to emphasize growth through education, travel, spirituality. This could be publishing things. This could be legal matters. This could be classes and workshops. This is going to be a period where you're going to be able to explore these new perspectives, whether they're through a formal study program or engaging with different cultures or religions, or diving into like different philosophical pursuits. There can be these creative projects that really blend structure with imagination that could really help you yield these rewarding outcomes. I'm encouraging you to seek advice from teachers, mentors, guides, anything that can inspire your growth. Like look to somebody else who is doing what you want to do, or that is like that you're following in their footsteps in order to help you transform and grow. This is going to be an opportunity that where you were with your career is not going to be where your career is going to end up, because Pluto is here to say, over the next 20 years, we need to transform this area of our life. And so this period is really going to be offering you this balance between thinking big, how do I stay grounded, how do I take advantage of these strides that are moving towards my dreams, how do I communicate them, who do I communicate them with, how do I bring it all together. And so I'm saying let these aspirations truly guide you. Trust that the universe is supporting you on your journey towards this brighter future, because it's working in harmony for where you want to go and what you want to do. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Gemini, this Sun and Pluto conjunction and the Sun moving into the sign of Aquarius is happening in your 9th house. I love this because it's in a harmonious aspect with your first house of who you are, your identity. It's working with you in order to grow, change, and evolve. And so the Sun being you, Pluto's saying we have to transform this area of our life. It's going to be here for the next 20 years. And the Sun coming into contact with Pluto is the first one that says, it's highlighting higher learning, travel. It's highlighting your personal beliefs. It's activated by the sun in Aquarius saying, we have to think outside the box. No more traditional, no more normal. Like, we have to grow, change, and evolve. This house represents expansion, adventure. It represents the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge. And so you might feel really pulled to step outside of your comfort zone, to embrace new experiences, to broaden your horizons with either taking a class or traveling or diving into some type of religion or spirituality. Whether travel, study, spiritual exploration, this transit is encouraging you to align with your higher purpose and take these bold steps towards this personal fulfillment. What is supporting you with it is that you have Mercury in your 8th house. Mercury in your 8th house is the way that you communicate and touch on those taboo topics. The 8th house represents, how do I transform and heal after loss or death, or it's about diving into something and bringing it to the light so I can heal from it. The 8th house is where you are connected with other people on a deep level. And so this could be with exes, like with alimony and child support. It's where you are invested into. So it can be a business partner or a life partner, or your investments, your money, your resources. This is in a harmonious aspect with Venus and with Saturn in your 10th house. Now, I love this because the 10th house represents your job, your reputation, your legacy. These two areas of your life are working in tandem with the sun and Pluto saying, let's speed some things up here. This Mercury-Venus conjunction with Saturn here, it's influencing your 8th house of transformation and your shared resources, making this a truly profound time that's going to deepen your trust within your partnerships, and it's going to address any like financial collaborations that you have with other people. This is going to be an excellent time for you to explore emotional healing or to uncover these hidden truths. Remember that the 8th house is where we go to bring up the topics so we can better understand them. And it's not wanting to be dependent or codependent on anybody. It's to become independent, but with wisdom and knowledge. And so this is going to be the perfect moment for you to explore emotional healing, uncover these truths, and have these discussions about your shared finances or your resources or joint ventures that you have with other people. And this can be family members, and this can be business partners that can be productive and lead to a greater stability for yourself. This is about mentorship. This is about wisdom and knowledge and wanting to understand some things, and where are you going with it, and where are you moving towards the exploration and the wanting to understand things on a global scale. And so this period's going to offer you this beautiful balance between, how do I think big for what do I want to do, things that I want to publish or teach, or where I want to go, and how do I stay grounded? How do I make these things happen? How do I take advantage of this energy and make this movement towards my dreams? I need to not be afraid to bring up these topics. I need to dive into deep and say, let's uncover this. Let's heal from this. Let's work together, and let your aspirations truly guide you, and trust that the universe is really supporting you on this journey and having you move towards a brighter future. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. If you'd like a private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Cancer, you have the sun moving into the sign of Aquarius in your 8th house, and this is where it's going to meet up with Pluto. That's totally transforming this area of your life. So the sun representing you and in the sign of Aquarius is I need to think outside the box. I need to be creative. I need to be unique in this way. The 8th house brings up topics of psychological healing, sex, taboo topics that we don't discuss with other people like openly. It's the house of deep bonding with other people. And so these other people can be with exes because we share alimony and child support, or it can be with a business partner. It can be with a significant other. This can be with family members, as in wills, or money that is either owed or that you will be receiving. And so having the sun move into the sign of Aquarius is activating the house of where you need to transform, where you have these shared resources and where you have these deep emotional connections with other people. This house, it really symbolizes profound change. It's about intimacy. It's about the merging of these energies of you with somebody else, and it requires trust. And so during this transit, you might feel inspired to explore themes of vulnerability or empowerment, of letting go of what no longer serves you. And this can then be like, think of it as a liberating process. This is also a really opportune time to review your financial matters, such as your investments, your debts, to ensure that do they align with your long-term goals. You do have Mercury in your partnership sector. The Mercury in Capricorn here, this is the house of business partners, significant others, contracts, negotiations, clients, best friends, significant others. I'm going to say open enemies and exes because this is going to be a positive, but you can take those, like the negative connotation, and put the positive spin on it. Mercury is in a harmonious aspect with Venus and Saturn in your 9th house. Now, remember that the 7th house is you with everybody else. So not just you, but it's like everybody that you come in contact with. And so this transit is looking to bring harmony in and clarity with your one-on-one connections with other people, whether it's romantic or professional. These are relationships that can benefit from open communication, open commitment, and these shared goals. And remember, Pluto and the Sun and Aquarius are like, I'm not going to be afraid to broach that topic. Like, let's dive into it. Like, what does this mean? And so these relationships, they can benefit from this open communication, strengthening your bonds through trust, mutual respect, paving the way for lasting and fulfilling partnerships and relationships. In a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus, which I like that this is in a harmonious aspect with your first house of who you are. Saturn and Venus here is in the house of religion and philosophy and beliefs, and like visas and passports and publishing things and legal matters. And so this is really a good time for contracts and negotiations and building something that is sustainable, that will benefit everybody, and that it's more for peace and harmony. And I like this because this period is going to be offering this space between how do I think big, how do I stay grounded, but like have these thoughts and these ideas and that they're not crazy, and how do I take advantage of this energy and make these moves towards my dreams, and how are my dreams evolving, changing, and growing. And this is about letting your aspirations, your hopes, and your dreams guide you, and trusting that the universe has a plan for you. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Leo, the sun is moving into your partnership sector. So not you, but you in conjunction with everybody else. Having Pluto here, it's going to be merging its energy and transforming your relationships, whether they're business or with personal, with everybody. The 7th house represents contracts, negotiations, but it's also your best friends, your significant other, your partners, your clients, your enemies and exes. The 7th house, it's illuminating, emphasizing the importance of your partnerships and your collaborations and what is changing and growing and evolving for you. What does this look like? And so this house, it represents balance and compromise organize and these interpersonal connections that you have with other people. This transit is really having you assess the dynamics within your relationships in order for you to find ways to strengthen them. This is a favorable time for you to establish new alliances, new partnerships that can really support your personal growth and your ambitions. Now, you also have Mercury in the sign of Capricorn. Thoughts, ideas, communication with your day-to-day habits, like how do I get rid of that bad habit? How do I schedule? How do I get organized and have a long, middle, and short-term goal? And it's in a harmonious aspect with Venus and Saturn in your 8th house. Remember that the 8th house is where you invest your time, your effort, your energy with other people. And this can be from the past with family members or exes. This can also be with business partners, and this can be with intimate partners. And so this conjunction of Saturn merging its energy with Venus and in a harmonious aspect with Mercury is, how do I highlight, how do I balance my home, my health, my work, my daily routines? How do I stay balanced with my mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being? I need to focus on creating a balance in my day-to-day living. I need to refine my habits, and I need to improve my efficiency within my work. This is really going to be a great time for you to invest in your personal well-being, whether it's to be better organized or for fostering positive relationships with coworkers. Your efforts are going to create this harmony with your routines is going to be paying off, because I'm not afraid to talk about that. I need to be able to bring this up. The 6th house brings in topics of mentors and guides and people that can support you on your path. And the 8th house is the house of healing, and through the trauma or the transformation of things that you've gone through. And so all of this is merging together to create this opportunity for you to truly look at the balance between what you want to do with other people, like thinking big within your partnerships, within your relationships, but still staying grounded. Like, what does new partnership look like? What does contracts and negotiations and like intimacy look like? Because it's changing, it's evolving, and what you have with one friend is not going to be what you have with the other friend. And so take advantage of this time period with this energy to make the strides towards your personal dreams. You focusing on what are your goals, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Let your aspirations guide you. Your gut will definitely be telling you the truth. Trust that the universe is supporting you on this journey for your health, your well-being, your connection with other people. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Virgo, the sun is now moving into your 6th house, which is your day-to-day habits, your mental health, physical health, where you volunteer, where you support other people. How do I find a balance between home and work, where I find a mentor, where I find a guide? And having Pluto here is saying, I have to come up with another way to transform the way that I live my life daily. And how do I balance my home and my career, my home life? How do I nurture and care for myself in a different way? And if that means not seeing the doctor, but seeing a chiropractor or alternative health care practices, or maybe seeing a counselor, or maybe seeing it's thinking outside the box in order to nurture and care for yourself. And so the sun in Aquarius is really energizing, and Pluto is here saying, what you did before, it's time to up it. It's time to change it. It's time to transform. It represents like your service, your discipline to your own self-care. As a Virgo, you usually have like you're organized, you're structured, and you're being of service to other people. And so this transit's going to remind you that you need to first practice self-care before you nurture and care for other people. You're going to be encouraged to refine your processes and adopt these innovative solutions that can improve your productivity. So work smarter, not harder, and nurture and care for yourself. Small changes in your daily habits, they can really lead to these significant long-term benefits of getting rid of specific bad habits. Take this opportunity to truly focus on your well-being and align your routines with your goals. All the while, you have Mercury, your chart ruler, in a harmonious aspect with your first house of your identity, who you are, the way that I want to communicate in my fifth house of creativity and art and music and beauty and children and taking of a risk and giving birth to something. In a harmonious aspect to Saturn and Venus in your partnership sector. Remember that the seventh house is not just like your business partner. It's your significant other. It's your best friend. It's clients. It's not just about love, but it's also collaboration. And so with Saturn and Venus being together here, in this harmonious aspect, it's really taking your creativity and your joy and saying, I need to make this center stage. The fifth house, it governs your self-expression, your romance, your passion. And so this transit might have you exploring more artistic pursuits or rekindling a connection to your hobbies or your activities that bring you pleasure and joy, something that you want to give birth to. There can be these romantic relationships that can now flourish because of this transit. And it's offering opportunities for these deeper connections with shared joy. I love all of this for you because this is really saying that you can balance between how do I think big, how do I stay organized, how do I nurture and care for myself, and how can I still be of service to other people, and taking advantage of this because it's moving you towards your dreams. What do you want to give birth to? What do you want to transform? How do you want to evolve, grow, change? Let these aspirations truly guide you and trust that the universe has bigger plans for you. And this is you following the wave and following your journey towards this brighter future. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more material, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Libra, the sun is now moving into your fifth house. This is in a harmonious aspect with your first house of who you are, your identity, things that you want to start and begin. Now, with the sun moving in here, joining Pluto, that's going to be here for the next 20 years, this is an opportunity to focus on creativity, joy, pleasure. The sun in Aquarius here is representing you need fun. You need romance. You need personal fulfillment. What do you want to give birth to? Tapping into your inner child, focusing in on children, whether they're yours or other people's. This is you diving into creative projects that can really showcase your unique talents. And this is about embracing these activities that bring you fun and joy and happiness. This is focusing in on all work, no play is not good for you. This transit is enhancing your capacity to build these meaningful romantic connections that can strengthen the existing ones also. And so letting your own individuality shine in every aspect of your life. It's like finding fun, joy, and pleasure again. You do have Mercury in your fourth house of home, family, the way that you communicate. This is in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus. Saturn and Venus are in your sixth house, and this is your day-to-day living. This is like, I have to schedule fun, joy, and pleasure along with work. I have to balance my home and my work together. If I don't take care of myself, then my mental capacity suffers, my physical capacity suffers. If I give to everybody else without filling my own cup, then my cup is empty. And so this connection between Mercury and Saturn and Venus is really bringing attention to home and family matters. This house it symbolizes your foundation, your roots, your sense of security. And this transit is strengthening the bonds of your loved ones, and it's addressing the family dynamics, or saying you can make these practical improvements to your living space or to your work, with how do I balance my home and my work, and how do I get more fun, joy, and pleasure out of my day-to-day life. This is about a harmonious home life that can serve as a strong base for your creative and your personal endeavors. And this is being structured and organized, but allowing freedom in order to explore other avenues. This period is going to offer you this balance between how do I think big, how do I think outside the box with things that I want to give birth to, these creative projects, but how do I also stay grounded? How do I focus on the balance between nurturing and caring for myself and then supporting other people? Do I need to speak to a mentor? Do I need to speak to a guide? Do I need to have some kind of a plan in order to make this happen? So take advantage of this energy in order for you to make these strides towards your dreams. Let your aspirations truly guide you, and trust that the universe is supporting you on your journey. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays, where I offer astrology consultations at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon membership, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Scorpio, the sun is moving into your fourth house of home. This is where it is meeting up with Pluto. So the sun here is illuminating, showing a light on home, foundation. The fourth house represents like real estate, property, traditions, parents, grandparents, anybody that is in the home. Pluto here is going to be here for the next 20 years, saying, I'm going to offer you some disruptions in order for freedom and liberation. In the sign of Aquarius, it's about the home and family life with these emotional foundations, and representing your private life, your roots, your inner stability. This is not just what everybody else is seeing. And so you reflecting on what brings you comfort, what brings you security, you considering how can I create this nurturing environment for myself and for my loved ones. You using this time to strengthen your familial connections through your grandparents or parents, or with your children, or embarking on these home-related projects that align with your vision. We know that something that's going on with your home, with your family, with your traditions is going through some type of a major overhaul. It's saying, I know that we've done this forever, but now we need to grow, change, and evolve, because we are changing, growing, and evolving. Now, we do have Mercury in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus. Mercury is thoughts, ideas, communication, neighbors, siblings, cousins, because it's in your third house. And in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus in your fifth house. This could have to do with your children, your inner child. The fifth house is the house of creativity and joy and pleasure. And so we have we have Mercury in your enhancing your communication, your learning, your community connections. And then it's in a harmonious aspect with creative projects that you want to take. So this could be taking a class, taking a workshop, you being connected to other people. This transit is really about you sharing your ideas and pursuing possibly writing projects, or engaging with your local community through structured communication, or through sharing your artistic endeavors. Or remember that the fifth house is what brings you fun, joy, pleasure, and it's about risk and excitement, and it's something that you want to connect with other people. And so through thoughtful and communication, this can lead to like meaningful collaborations with other people. Projects that you enjoy, you might be able to share them or take a class on them or a workshop with people that are in your close community. Mercury here is like saying, let's talk about it, let's share it, let's network. And so this period's going to offer you this wonderful balance between how do I think big? How do I transform the way that I've been doing things? How do I gather information? Remember that the fourth house is also like your ancestry, your DNA. And so it's, I want to understand more. I want to connect more. I want to think big, but I also need to be able to stay grounded. I want to keep some things, but I also need to change, grow, and evolve. And what does this look like? Take advantage of this energy in order for you to make these strides towards moving towards your dreams, of giving birth to creative projects that bring you fun and pleasure, and let your aspirations guide you. Trust that the universe really has, it's supporting you on this journey for growth. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays where I offer astrology consultations at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community membership using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Sagittarius, the sun is now going to be moving into your third house, and it's going to be merging its energy, or going to be conjunct with the planet of Pluto. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, rebirth, and saying we need to transform the way that you have been communicating with neighbors, siblings, cousins, people that are within your community. This could be with a class or with a workshop. The third house is about learning. It's about local connections. This house represents curiosity. It represents networking and these intellectual pursuits. And in the sign of Aquarius, it's going to be like, let's broaden it. Let's think outside the box. How can I take this information and share it with others, or connect with others? Or how do I gather this information? Aquarius is air. And so use this transit to truly connect with others, to share your ideas, to explore new topics, anything that's of interest to you. There can be short trips or community engagement opportunities that can bring these fresh ideas or opportunities to you. Use this. This is going to be a great time for you to refine your communication skills and build these meaningful connections with others. You also have Mercury in your house of money, cash, property, self-worth, your skill set, what you need in order to feel secure, in a harmonious aspect with Saturn and Venus in your home sector, your family sector. And so all of this going on is with contracts, it's with writing, it's this connection is about your finances, your values. It's symbolizing your resources, your self-worth. It's about your material stability, reflecting on what truly matters to you. How do you align with these financial goals and your core principles in order for you to build a strong foundation for yourself? There can be practical planning that's put to place right now, and creative approaches that can be about resource management that can pave the way for lasting security. I like this transit for you because it's this balance between how do I think big, how do I connect with others that are far away but still be here, how do I connect with my local community in order for me to take advantage of what do I need in order to build this strong foundation for my home and my own personal resources. This is letting your aspirations truly guide you and trusting that the universe has bigger plans for you out there. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community membership using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Capricorn, this is all about you, your money, your cash, your property, your skill set, your resources. It's highlighting the sun here, and it's merging its energy with Pluto. So it's going to be conjunct with Pluto. Remember, Pluto is the planet of transformation. It says everything that you've done before, you now need to think for the future. You need to transform what you've been doing with your money, with your possessions, with the things that you value, and say, I now need to come up with a new plan for the next 20 years. And what does that look like? This house represents financial stability. It represents your personal values. It represents your material assets. And so during this transit, you're really going to be encouraged to find these innovative ways in order for you to enhance your income or for you to manage your resources more effectively. You reflecting on your own unique skills, your own unique talents, and how can I monetize these things or leverage them for greater stability. This is going to be an excellent time for you to reassess your values and align your financial decisions with your priorities and your personal skill set. You do have Mercury in your first house of self. I do like it here because it says I need to make a plan and it needs to have short, middle, and long-term goals. And how do I follow those goals? It's in a harmonious aspect with your chart ruler and with Venus here in your third house of communication and technology and neighbors, siblings, cousins. It's like a class, a workshop. It's upping your game. It's this conjunction and this sextile to Saturn. It's influencing your first house of who you are, your identity, and your physical presence. These houses, they govern your self-image, your confidence, your personal goals, things that you need to do. And this transit is to refine, how do you present yourself? How do you build confidence within your abilities? And how do you embrace new opportunities that align with your authentic self? This is a powerful time for these personal planets to like push forth your growth of stability, of your skill set, of your resources. It's enhancing the sun moving into Aquarius and then becoming conjunct with Pluto, saying, I have always done this, and now I need to totally transform it. I need to evolve and grow and change with the times. And so this period is offering this wonderful balance of saying, I can think big, I can plan, and I can stay grounded at the same time. I can have these thoughts that are bigger than life, because Aquarius is think outside the box. It's unique. And so this is an opportunity for you to take advantage of this energy to make these great strides towards your dreams, because your dreams have changed. And now it's time for these new goals, these new dreams. So let your aspirations truly guide you. Trust that the universe is supporting you towards your new future. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community membership using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Aquarius, this is all about you. The sun is now moving into your first house of your identity, who you are. I absolutely love this because this is about your happiness, your health, your strengths, your assets. It's the house of your identity, your personal goals. Now, Pluto is going to be here for the next 20 years saying, let's strip away what everybody wanted for you, what you thought that you wanted for yourself. Let's be real. Let's be authentic. Let's be me. And so this is your season to be in the spotlight. This house represents your self-expression, your individuality, of these new beginnings for you. Focus on redefining what is your path, embracing your uniqueness. Like, you can be many different things all at the same time. You don't have to be just one pigeonholed what somebody thinks of you. And so this transit is really about setting your intentions for your year ahead that can help you align with your actions for your personal truth, your personal growth. Let your authenticity truly guide your decisions and your interactions that you're having. You have Mercury in your 12th house of your intuition, your dreams, your psychic ability, your connection to the spiritual realm, like receiving the information and like, how do I use it? What do I feel? What do I believe? It's in a harmonious aspect with your chart ruler and Venus. And so this Saturn-Venus conjunction in your second house of your cash, your property, your skill set. This is, I need to build up my own self-worth. I need to get creative with this. Saturn is activating the Venus, and then the 12th house is the house of inspiration, and it's the house of introspection and spiritual growth and looking at what is holding you back, what needs to be changed. The 12th house, it governs solitude, it governs doing the inner work, and it governs like healing. like emotional, physical, spiritual health and healing, and where we go to be alone to do these things. And it's a time of letting go of your past patterns that no longer serve you and truly connecting with your own inner wisdom, like looking at things from a realistic perspective and saying, I want to build this wealth. What does wealth look like for me? There's going to be these moments of reflection and creativity that can lead to these profound insights and these future breakthroughs for you. Having Pisces with your second house, it's the money is here, the money is gone. And it's identifying, what do you truly value that makes you feel secure? And then how does this change who you are? You growing, changing, and evolving into who you are. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer astrology consultations. For private consultation, check out willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community membership, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Pisces, the sun is now moving into your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of spirituality, rest, recovery. It's the house of hospitalization. It's the house of isolation. It's the house of where we connect to spirit or to divine. It's where we go to be alone in order to heal and renew. And so Pluto is going to be here for the next 20 years saying, take the deep dive. No more karma. Like, let's get rid of it. No more broken record. No more of those terrible thoughts or ideas or those beliefs of self-undoing that either people have said to us or that we repeat to ourselves. Having the sun be in the sign of Aquarius is, I need to think outside the box in order to connect to source. The 12th house being spirituality, rest, and introspection, it symbolizes I need healing. I need to connect to my subconscious or to my spirit guides, my ancestors, astral travel, astral projection. So take this time. It's going to be a time of like recharging and connecting to your inner self. It's going to be, how do I reflect on the past year, and how do I identify patterns or habits that are of self-harm or that I can now release and let go in order to foster growth, emotional, spiritual, psychological health, and well-being. Your dreams, your intuition, it can truly offer you this valuable guidance during this period. We also have Mercury in your 11th house of your dreams, your goals, your networks. Who do you want to connect with? And Mercury in Capricorn is slow and steady, but it says make a goal and have small, middle, and long range goals in order to reach that goal. With Saturn and Venus in your first house of who you are, your identity. So we know that all of this has to do with you. The first house is your personal self-expression. It represents your power, your appearance, your gestures, your interests. It literally is you. The first house is you. And so having Mercury in this harmonious aspect, it's enhancing your connection to community, your aspirations, and it represents friendship and group connections and your long-term goals, and you aligning yourself to get with where do you want to be, aligning yourself with people who share the same values as you, the same aspirations as you, these collaborative efforts that can bring these creative breakthroughs, and possibly participating in group projects or community initiatives that can lead to lasting contributions, like you leaving your mark on society and giving you a sense of fulfillment. This transit, it's this balance between how do I think big, how do I go within and release myself from karma. It's about taking that deep journey to have this inner healing, to connect, and then to release and let it go. And so how do I do this and stay grounded? How do I take advantage of this by following my dreams? And who do I connect up with in order to make those things happen? So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can go to willowgracemystic.com. For more on my membership, check out my Patreon community using the link below. And don't forget to subscribe.